City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? It's Sneakerhead M Checks. I got the 2025 Reimagined Metallic 5s Retro scheduled to release Saturday, February 8th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. I'm going to put these on and step around them so y'all can see how they look on feet. I also have the previous Metallic 5s Retro from 2016, as well as the first Metallic 5s Retro from 1999. So I'm going to show and discuss how the new pair compares to both of these. After that, I'm going to share my opinion on this new pair, and then I'll talk about release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. .3M trim around here. Really looks white. That's what I thought it was at first, but it's actually 3M. It's come with white laces, as you can see. The Metallic 5s normally come with black laces, so they do have an extra pair of black laces for those who want to swap them out. They got the protective cardboard piece right here so that the lace lock doesn't scratch up the tongue. Lace locks say Nike on them. Tongue is 3M, of course. And 3M is that reflective material that really shines when you take a picture with flash or a video with flash, which we'll definitely look at later. These come with a Nike Air hang tag. You can see more of that 3M trim here on the side. Obviously, the other releases didn't have that. It low-key looks like it does, like right here, but it's not 3M at the very least, you know what I mean? Like, I guess you could kind of say it's there. Yeah, same one, the 99 pair, but it's not super prominent and, you know, 3M like it is on these. And here's the midsole. Here on the inner side, I feel like the trim pops out a little bit more than it does on the other side. You'll see what I'm talking about a little bit more when I zoom out, but I really feel like it's due to there being a little bit more black and a little bit less gray on this side compared to the other side. You know how like the midsole has more gray there, but you can see here that trim definitely pops out a little bit more on this side. And here are my other two. Nike Air on the back. But instead of it being stitched in white like usual, they made it 3M, like the tongue and the trim. It's kind of hard to see at first, but if you look close, it kind of has that like silverish look to it. And you can look over here at the 2016 pair and the 1999 pair, and you can see that white stitching, which the original 1990 pair also had, and then here is the 3M. So I'm not really sure how I feel about that yet, but leave me a comment and let me know what you think. All black interior, upside down Air Jordan text on the back side of the tongue, just like it was on the 2016 pair. The 99 pair, for whatever reason, has it this way with the text facing up or the right way, however you want to say it. But this is how the OGs had it, the upside down way. And then the insoles are red with white Nike Air logos. That pretty old translucent outsole. Says Nike here in the middle. Jumpman up here, of course. It's just like it was on the 2016 pair. For obvious reasons, I can't prop my 1999 pair up like I did these two. I mean, I can, but as you can see, they are crumbling really bad. And I know if I turn them sideways like this, they're just gonna, fall all apart. And it's gonna be tough getting all those pieces back together. The outsole on those looks exactly like it does on these other two. Nike in the middle, Jumpman at the top, of course. And yeah, I just felt like because there's no difference, I'm not even gonna, mess my shoes up showing you guys that, because you get it. They come in this OG style 5 box that we usually get retro 5s in. It's really the same box that the 2016 pair came in. Only difference is they have a Nike Air logo here, and on the other side, when these have the Jumpman Air. Also, the label's a little different, but everything else is really just like that one. Black plastic on the inside, and they come with this little cardboard divider. Seems kind of pointless to me. I guess this is the type of shit that the retail upcharge is getting us. Cardboard. And here's the box label. Air Jordan 5 Retro OG in black, white, and metallic silver. Here's a quick all-around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see they look on feet.
Every situation I'm handling shit to play away. I always get payback, kill these pussies with layaway. Don't ever try to play me, these bitches crazy. I can turn on you when you don't want that 180. Keep it 20 times 11 plus 780. Miss me with the games, just treat a nigga like AD. Shit really like AB, I tamper with your bae like a buccaneer. She running off to my crib and I fuck her here. I'm cash chasing, see me running if the Bucks is near. Like Milwaukee got in the away game, the Bucks is here. Counting up some cash with Manny while he got power on. Time is really money, be careful what you spend hours on. Gas coming from cookies, we keep the flowers strong. Now I'm
So in comparison to the last retro from 2016, the 2025 Reimagined Metallic 5s retro has the white looking 3M edging all around, and these don't. The 3M Nike Air on the back as opposed to the white stitching. They come with white laces and an extra pair of black when these just came with black. You can see that the cut on the toe box is a little different. Now in comparison to the 1999 pair, they share those same differences. No 3M trim on these. White stitch Nike Air as opposed to the 3M. No white laces in these, just black. Also different cuts on the toe box. Plus the tongue material is actually pretty different on these. These have that like modern 3M that we see on newer shoes. It's a little bit thicker. The tongue on these, I don't know if you could really tell on camera, but it definitely feels a lot different. It's way more like the tongue on the OG pair from 1990. Also, that text on the back of the tongue. On the 99 pair, it's facing upward. On the new pair, we saw it's upside down. The 99 pair has the black insole, whereas the new pair has a red one. And of course, the biggest, most important difference is these I'll be able to wear, whereas these, I'm lucky that they're still in one piece. Kinda. I think it's safe to say that this is the best reimagined Jordan retro we've gotten so far. I think between the Lost and Founds, the white cement 3s, leather black cement 4s, suede royal 1s, the new black toe 1s, out of all the pairs I just named, which I think those are all the reimagined Jordans we've gotten so far, I like these the best. I actually passed personally on all those pairs I just named for different reasons. If you watch my reviews on them, I explain why. But these, I'm keeping. My only problem with these is the Nike Air on the back not being stitched. The 3M doesn't look bad though, it's actually pretty fire. It definitely hits a lot more in videos and pictures with flash on, but either way, I would have preferred the white stitching like the other retros have as opposed to the 3M. Whenever OG colorway retros, I want to feel that nostalgia, and I think this 3M takes away from that. The 3M back here kind of gives a newer feel to them, which isn't the end of the world. I know they're the reimagined, so we should expect some sort of change. But at the end of the day, I like what I like, I prefer what I prefer, and I know I'm not the only person with that preference. But it's fine, it's not stopping me from wanting these really. It's just that now I'm in a weird position. I was all ready to sell these now that I have the new pair, but every time I look at these from here, I feel like I need to keep this 2016 pair. However, realistically, I just don't know if there's really any point in that. As much as I like the metallic 5s, I don't think I wear them frequently enough to really need 2 pairs. There are some other Jordans where I feel like I need 2, sometimes even 3 pairs. You know, if it's like one of my favorites or a shoe that I wear a whole lot. And I do wear metallic 5s enough, I would say, but like I said, I don't think I wear them enough to really need 2 pairs. Once these release, I know I'm going to fall back from wearing these anyway because I know I'm going to see them everywhere and I don't like wearing stuff when everybody else is wearing it. So realistically, if I'm going to have both of these sitting in the box for a while, I might as well just let these go now because these are good now. Like I said, they show no signs of age. There's no crumbling, no paint chipping or any of that. But if I let them sit in the box for a few years, at some point eventually, I might start to see some of that. Now that they've made these, the value on the 2016 pair is only going to go down from here on out. And as the shoe gets older, more and more people will be afraid to buy them, you know, because they'll be afraid of how long they'll be able to wear them, or they'll be afraid that they'll crumble on them when they wear them. And the way most people are going to see it is, why take that risk on these when these exist? So if I were to hold on to these, you know, at least for a little while and then plan to sell them later, I still could do that, but it would be a lot harder to sell them and I would probably make a lot less money on them. So if I'm really not going to wear these like that for the next like couple of years or so, I really might as well just let them go now, even though I kind of don't want to, because every time I look at them from the back, it gives me that, you know, OG nostalgia. But being that this is a popular OG colorway, you know they're gonna re-release every like 5 to 10 years anyway. So I just gotta learn to let go, because before I know it, the metallics will be re-releasing again. Probably more like these or even closer to the OG. But yeah, all that aside, these go crazy overall. I think the 3M trim is a good addition. I'm a little bit more partial to the 2016 release just because they're a little bit more like the 99 pair, which is my favorite Metallic 5s release. But between these two, if I could put all the nostalgia and OG shit aside, I think I would say that this is probably a better looking shoe than these overall. Now, I may just be saying that because these have that fresh, new, cleaner look to them, but if they look better, they look better. Whatever looks better to me or whatever I like better for whatever reason, that's what I'm gonna fuck with. The nostalgia on these isn't quite as heavy as I'd like, but that's what I got these for. And if I really, really want that nostalgia on foot, I could just shut up and get a sole swap. But yeah, either way, these will be getting added to the collection. Because these are 5s and 5s run big, I went with a size 9 as opposed to my true size 9.5. I'm not sure which laces I'm gonna do in these. I want to do black because part of me wants to go with what I'm used to, but then part of me kind of wants to try something new with the white laces since they do look nice. Maybe I'll switch it up from time to time, or maybe I'll swap them in and out depending on what I'm wearing. Like this fit right here, this is mostly black. I might do the white laces just so the white laces pop out and kind of go with the ATM right here. But at the same time, I could do the all black so that it kind of goes more with the dominantly black top, and then the trim might pop out a little bit more. I don't know what I was thinking when I said I don't know which color I'm gonna rock with. I think I was just trying to be nice to these white laces because they are a nice change, but they are not fucking with the black laces. Like, I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, these are nice, but the black, the classic black, I know MJ played in the white joints too. MJ played in both. For those who are worried about the technicalities, he played in both of them. But me personally, I'm gonna go with the black. No matter how nice this white looks, I can't act like it's fucking with the black. So black laces for me. I may switch them up here and there, you know, depending on what I'm wearing, like I was saying, but for the most part, I'm taking black over white. But enough about me. I want to hear what y'all think. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think of these and which Metallic 5s release is your favorite. Between these three that I have, 2011, 2007, and the OG pair from 1990. You know how I know these are fire? All of a sudden, everybody likes 5s again. 5s have been one of the most disrespected Jordan silhouettes over the past, I don't know how many years, but they've been getting slept on for a real long time. People that have specifically told me in the past, I don't do 5s, I don't like 5s, 5s don't look right on me, all of that, have been in my phone recently asking about the Metallics. And I'm not just talking about like one person either. A lot of y'all be trying to shit on 5s, and now all of a sudden everybody likes them again like it's 2007 or something. I mean, I don't blame you guys, the shit's just fire. I just think it's funny that all of a sudden so many people like 5s again now that Metallics are re-released. Like, I was even thinking, because these are 5s and the way the month of February is set up with all these retros coming out, that these might have possibly gotten, I don't want to say slept on, but maybe a little overlooked a little bit, just because the Bread ones are supposed to re-release 6 days after these. Word just went out that those are supposed to be real limited, so a lot of people are going to be worried about those. If they're going to be limited, you know, a lot of people aren't going to be able to touch them, and the resale price is going to be a lot. So those who really want those or want those more than these, they may be focused on those, saving their money up for those, and like I said, might kind of overlook these. And I know it's kind of silly to think that way because these are the Metallic 5s, but it's not like we never seen an OG colorway get slept on before. It's not common, but it has happened. However, it's looking like that's not going to be the case with these. I'm not saying they're going to be super hard to get, but I do think they're going to sell out. Now, if you try for these on release day and you end up taking the L, don't panic. Being that this is a general release shoe, retailers will of course have restocks, so there will be other chances to get them, but they probably won't sit around for that long. I mean, it kind of really depends on how many pairs they end up making. I don't think they're going to produce that many pairs of these. I'm not saying they're going to be limited or anything, they're not, but I'm pretty sure they're not making as many pairs of these as they did like the Columbias or the Black Cements. I feel like a lot of people seen that those were sitting on websites, sitting in the stores, and was just like, Jordan hype is over, every pair is easy to get, because they made a shitload of Columbias and Black Cements. That's the reason why they sat in stores for so long. They even went under retail in some sizes. It didn't have anything to do with the fact that there wasn't no demand for them. A lot of people wanted the Black Cement 3s, a lot of people wanted the Columbias, and a lot of people bought the Black Cement 3s and the Columbias. It's just that they made, like I said, too many pairs. These, I don't think they're making that many, so I just don't see them sitting around the way those two did. But that really all depends on how many pairs they make of these. I don't know the alleged stock numbers yet. It's tough to tell, but I'm pretty sure they're not going to be as mass produced as those two. So at first, the demand's going to be pretty heavy just because it's the Metallic 5s. As we get away from their release date and they start to send out more pairs and restocks, the market's going to start to drop just like any other release. So if you want these, shouldn't be that hard to get them. On release day, it may seem that way because regardless of how many pairs they make, they're not going to put out all that stock on the first day. That's how shoes sit, and that's how people start to look at them a different way and say, oh, I don't want these because nobody else does. They know that people are like that, and that's why they are going to release, only a certain amount. They're going to sell out on sneakers. People are going to panic and say, oh my gosh, how am I going to get them? So don't be one of those people. If you take the L, they will restock. You got to keep an eye out for those restocks. These retailers don't announce, hey, we restocked in the metallic 5s. They just do it. So you got to keep an eye out. You can follow Soul Links on Twitter if you really want to stay updated. They're great at notifying you about that. Turn their post notifications on and you'll be informed. Resellers should be able to make a little bit of profit over these as they can move them quick, preferably on release day or as close to it as possible while the market value is close to its initial peak. If this video is helpful or informal in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, please do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Once you're subscribed, make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified. You won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.